Foods that boost natural energy beyond calories to cellular vitality. The foods we consume are not merely sources of calories. They are information, tools, and substrates that dictate the efficiency of our cellular engines. The mitochondria, energy, in its truest form, emerges from a finely tuned biological orchestra where nutrients, enzymatic cofactors, and metabolic pathways converge to generate ATP, the body's energy currency. While traditional nutrition advice often focuses on macronutrient ratios or caloric intake, a deeper understanding reveals that the type, quality, and timing of foods profoundly impact energy availability, mental clarity, hormonal balance, and systemic resilience. At the cellular level, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are substrates for energy production, but they require cofactors, vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals to be efficiently converted into ATP. Carbohydrates fuel glycolysis, generating pyruvate that enters the mitochondria for oxidative phosphorylation. Proteins, broken down into amino acids, provide substrates for gluconeogenesis, neurotransmitter synthesis, and tissue repair. Fats, particularly unsaturated fatty acids, feed beta-oxidation pathways, sustaining long-term energy for muscles, neurons, and organs. Yet without essential micronutrients, magnesium for ATP synthase, B vitamins for electron transport, iron for oxygen transport, coenzyme Q10 for mitochondrial electron transfer, these pathways operate suboptimally, leaving the body energy deprived despite adequate caloric intake. Complex carbohydrates, derived from whole plant sources, are foundational for sustained energy. Foods such as oats, quinoa, sweet potatoes, and legumes release glucose slowly, maintaining stable blood sugar and minimizing insulin spikes. These steady glucose levels ensure continuous ATP production, particularly in neurons, which depend on glucose as their primary energy source. Simple sugars, while rapidly increasing energy, trigger insulin surges and subsequent energy crashes, demonstrating that not all calories are created equal in sustaining functional energy. Fats are equally critical. Omega-3 fatty acids, abundant in fatty fish, chia seeds, and flax seeds, support mitochondrial membrane fluidity, enhance electron transport efficiency, and reduce oxidative stress. Monounsaturated fats, found in olive oil, avocados, and nuts, provide stable energy substrates while modulating inflammation and cardiovascular function. Saturated fats, when consumed in balance, support hormone synthesis and cellular membrane integrity. Fats are not only dense sources of energy but also regulate hormonal signaling, cellular repair, and inflammation, all of which influence perceived energy and endurance. Proteins provide amino acids essential for neurotransmitter production, hormone synthesis, and tissue repair. Tyrosine-rich foods such as eggs, lean meats, and dairy enhance dopamine production, supporting motivation and cognitive energy. Tryptophan-rich foods, including turkey, pumpkin seeds, and legumes, facilitate serotonin synthesis, promoting mood stability and circadian rhythm alignment. Branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, abundant in meat, fish, and legumes, support muscle energy during prolonged physical activity and prevent fatigue. Without adequate protein intake, energy production is compromised at multiple levels: neural, muscular, and systemic. Micronutrients amplify these macronutrient effects. Magnesium, ubiquitous in leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, is essential for ATP synthesis and neuromuscular function. Iron, abundant in red meat, legumes, and spinach, carries oxygen to mitochondria, ensuring aerobic energy production. Zinc, found in pumpkin seeds, oysters, and legumes, regulates enzymatic reactions central to metabolism. Selenium, in Brazil nuts and fish, protects mitochondria from oxidative damage. These micronutrients, while required in minute quantities, have outsized effects on energy, cognitive clarity, and systemic resilience. Deficiency in any can manifest as fatigue, reduced focus, and impaired physical performance. Phytonutrients, the bioactive compounds in plants, act as energy modulators beyond their antioxidant properties. Polyphenols in berries, green tea, catechins, curcumin, and cocoa enhance mitochondrial biogenesis, improve vascular function, and support neurotransmitter balance. Carotenoids such as beta-carotene and lutein protect against oxidative stress in neural and muscular tissues. These compounds interact with cellular signaling pathways, upregulating genes involved in energy metabolism, inflammation control, and cellular repair. Consuming diverse, colorful plant foods ensures exposure to a broad spectrum of phytonutrients, supporting systemic energy at multiple levels. Hydration and electrolyte balance intersect directly with nutritional energy. Water supports nutrient transport, metabolic reactions, and waste removal, while sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium regulate nerve impulses and muscular contraction. Energy drinks or high-sugar beverages provide temporary stimulation, but fail to deliver cofactors needed for sustained ATP production. Whole foods combined with adequate hydration optimize both chemical energy production and neuromuscular efficiency, ensuring energy is functional, not merely perceived. Meal timing and composition influence energy dynamics. Nutrient-dense breakfasts stabilize blood glucose and support morning cortisol rhythms, enhancing alertness and metabolic readiness. Balanced lunches provide sustained substrates for cognitive performance during afternoon hours, while dinners emphasizing protein, fiber, and phytonutrients support recovery, repair, and sleep quality. Snacking and energy-dense but nutrient-poor foods disrupts metabolic efficiency, leading to energy spikes and crashes. Strategic timing of nutrient-rich foods optimizes circadian metabolic rhythms and aligns energy availability with daily activity cycles. Gut health profoundly affects nutrient absorption and energy production. Probiotic-rich foods like yogurt, kefir, and fermented vegetables support microbial populations that synthesize B vitamins, SCFAs, and other metabolites essential for ATP production. Prebiotic fibers in onions, garlic, leeks, and asparagus feed these microbes, enhancing metabolic signaling and nutrient availability. Dysbiosis impairs energy by reducing nutrient absorption, promoting inflammation, and compromising neurotransmitter synthesis. Nutritional strategies for sustained energy must therefore include gut-supportive foods that enable optimal nutrient extraction and microbial synergy. Caffeine, when used strategically, can enhance energy by modulating neural pathways, increasing alertness, and improving physical performance. However, over-reliance without adequate nutrient support or hydration can lead to crashes, adrenal fatigue, and reduced mitochondrial efficiency. Combining caffeine with nutrient-dense foods, hydration, and circadian-aligned activity maximizes benefits while minimizing depletion, demonstrating the interplay between stimulants and cellular energy systems. Energy optimization through diet extends beyond physical substrates to cognitive and emotional domains. Nutrient-dense foods improve neurotransmitter synthesis, hormone regulation, and stress resilience, all of which contribute to perceived energy. Diets high in refined sugars, processed fats, and artificial additives disrupt neurotransmitter balance, increase inflammatory signaling, and impair mitochondrial function, leading to chronic fatigue despite adequate caloric intake. Functional energy is therefore a product of quality nutrition integrated with systemic physiology, not merely caloric sufficiency. Aging and recovery are particularly responsive to nutrient-dense dietary strategies. Mitochondrial efficiency declines with age, oxidative stress accumulates, and hormonal signaling becomes less responsive. Nutrient-dense foods rich in antioxidants, polyphenols, amino acids, and micronutrients counteract these trends, supporting mitochondrial function, cognitive clarity, immune regulation, and muscular resilience. The body's capacity to generate functional energy is therefore directly linked to the foods consumed consistently over time. In conclusion, foods that boost natural energy are not defined solely by calories, but by their ability to support cellular metabolism, mitochondrial efficiency, neurotransmitter balance, hormonal regulation, and systemic resilience. Whole nutrient-dense foods rich in complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, proteins, micronutrients, and phytonutrients provide substrates and cofactors essential for sustainable energy, hydration, gut health, meal timing, and strategic supplementation amplify these effects. Functional energy is a holistic outcome, integrating food quality with cellular, hormonal, and neural systems. By prioritizing nutrient-dense foods, humans can unlock a sustainable, high-quality energy state, enhancing performance, cognitive clarity, mood, and long-term health. Food becomes not just fuel, but a tool for optimizing vitality at the cellular and systemic levels, demonstrating that true energy arises from nourishment designed for biology, not merely caloric intake.